I was just over a week into my sailing adventure on the South Island of New Zealand, and I had just finished my longest passage to date of 200 nautical miles. It was also my first time going on an adventure without my husband, Connor, since he had landed himself in the emergency room 7 months prior. The goal of this adventure was to help me heal, to process what had happened, to remind myself that life can in fact be good, despite the hardships we had experienced. At the same time, though, if I wanted sailing to remain a regular part of my life, I needed to find some way to pay for it. Keeping up our YouTube channel seemed like the most obvious way to do so. But now, instead of healing, I was constantly picking up the camera and leaning on the goodwill of the captain to allow me to film him and all our mishaps. And, without Connor sailing with me, I no longer had him to ease the load of getting all the necessary shots. So as we began our adventures in the Marlborough Sounds, I found myself wondering if this would be the renewing experience I had hoped for after all.
Alright, where are we headed now, Captain Mark?
What's that?
Where are we headed now?
And to pick up my son.
Nice. And how long is he staying with us?
How long's a piece of string?
Nice. Alright, welcome to the boat, sir. How's it feel to be here?
Feels great.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
What made you come? What prompted you?
I don't know, I think I've been meaning to get on the boat with Dad for a while, and just being in Milford Sound, and
Marlborough,
I didn't
yeah.
really have anything going on, so I thought, why not get a flight down and try and link up.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was pretty close to Dad's birthday, so it was nice to kind of spend a bit of birthday celebrations with him.
You've got a bit of the bone for adventure too, don't you?
Yeah, I think adventures and stuff is just what life's about, you know? Work's kind of just a means to get there.
So this is Whiting 36, Satori is Whiting 40, and Captain Mark sailed her across the Pacific from Fiji, not across the Pacific, but from Fiji down to New Zealand. And apparently there was a hell of a story around it because a lot of other boats sunk on that passage home. You can see in the top she's got fractional rigging. Satori has rigging to the top, I don't know what that's called, but yeah. Check out that green mast, that is crazy. Despite the rainy conditions, it was good to be out in nature. I was sure this trip would be the reviving experience I needed. Add a bit of exhilaration, and there was nothing that could get in the way of me being fully healed. Right? I think one of the biggest appeals of sailing, the reward, is the unknown. It's kind of funny because it's really peaceful right now, and it's foggy, and the water is super smooth, and I'm really enjoying it, but we're headed right now for the entrance of the Cook Strait. And the Cook Strait is the body of water that sits between the North Island and the South Island. And the way it's so narrow and it's the only gap between the islands means that big winds funnel through that area. Big winds, big waves, and it's super choppy. And so we're about ready to enter the Cook Strait, and we haven't been able to get internet. We know what the weather's like, but we don't know what the waves are like. So it's possible that when we get out there, it's gonna get crazy. And I think all of us are kind of excited, to be honest.
Ah, damn. I can see a flat patch ahead. Put the beer down, Danielle. You need to make sure you have all the video you need in order to edit this later. If the wind dies before you get your shots, this will be a pain to edit.
As we entered the calmer waters at the entrance to Pelorus Sound, I found myself contemplating the fact that I had stopped a relaxing moment with a beer to ensure I got all the shots I needed. I was certainly enjoying the sail. In fact, this particular sail would turn out to be the best of the entire adventure. My joy is palpable.
This has been so much fun. This has been a great fucking sail.
But I had been spending much of my time contemplating what story I would be telling, and the story I decided on seemed monotonous and same old. I'd done this sail before. I'd shown the big waves and winds.
When I go sailing, I like to drink beer. To all my audience, I think that is more than clear. For some reason, they're still watching my show, which is allowing me to go out in a big blow. Woo-hoo! Want to impress them, keep making it all new. But lately in these moments, I'm just trying not to feel blue. I just want to sit here and keep sipping my beer, but I need more angles to make this scene clear. But life isn't a merry-go-round, time to get up there.
How you doing down there?
I'm tired.
Yeah. Was the journey worth the destination?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Having Brett around was fantastic. He was up for some shenanigans with me, and he was interested in vlogging. And it was during one particular search for a good view that everything was put into perspective for me. By the way, if you're liking this story and want to continue to see more, hit the subscribe button to be notified when the next episode comes out.
Just keeps going. Surrounded by hills, you can see the path in distance. Trees on both sides. I don't think we're gonna get the pretty view we're hoping for. Look how thick that bush is. So we hiked to the top of the mountain. We're both sweating our balls off, and there doesn't seem to be any view because there's too many trees. So I guess we got to work out. I earned my beer.
We need to find the view.
Yeah.
Here we see a wild Daniella in her natural habitat. I'll see if I can get any closer.
We might just have to head back. Actually, Maybe I can try and find a way to that tree. I made it through some thick bush and I can almost see a view. Okay, I'm just testing to see if this tree is going to be strong enough to hold me. Oops. I reckon she'll be right. Oh. So I'm just sitting in this tree. Trying to check out a view. What do you reckon?
So when you guys see a gorgeous shot, sometimes we went above and beyond to get this view, and let me give you an example of what that looks like. How you doing up there, Brett?
Good.
Yeah. Did you get the shot?
I think so.
He's safe and sound.
Got him.
Yeah, we're gonna need a shower after this though.
As Brett and I made our way down the hill and back to the boat, we got chatting about vlogging, and I found myself getting excited about explaining the various things I've learned, particularly around storytelling.
Alright guys, I'm trying to convince Brett to start his own YouTube channel. He's a vegan, so I think that's one thing. And I know that a lot of people hate vegans, and we were just talking about that, but I think that could be his thing, right? Like he could be like the vegans who hate vegans.
That would be good.
Alright.
It became clear to me that running this channel is something I find very rewarding. In fact, we were so into the conversation that
We might be lost. We don't know where we are.
This branch, I don't remember crossing that.
Yeah, we should have known when we crossed this branch, let's be honest. We found our way. We're headed home. Only thing we're kind of a little worried about is hoping the dinghy's still there. But I think it will be. You parked it really well, didn't you?
Oh, of course. Safe as houses.
Good news, guys. There's the dinghy in the distance. I don't know if you can see it right there. She's not lost. Woohoo! Guys, we got the dinghy ahead of us. Whee! Nice.
You're not a beer, beat it!
Alright guys, today we got a special treat. We're reviewing Lupus the Wolfman. This is a beer by Garage Project. Very special beer, very strong, originally brewed for the 2016 Great Australasian Brew Spectacular. Excuse me. She's a beast. Imperial Double IPA, 9% alcohol by volume, and definitely full of flavor. Let's give it a go. Alright, so since this is a double IPA, Imperial Double, it's a little bit darker than your traditional IPA or Pale Ale for that matter. Got a lot going on, a lot of body. Let's give it a taste. That is a good beer. That is strong in all the right ways. It is very upfront, very bold, and it will get your attention and start your evening well.
as we made our way back to the boat to enjoy our last few hours of sunshine, I found myself thinking of my favorite YouTuber, Ava Zubek, who went through something similar. In her case, her channel blew up, pressure set in, and it killed her inspiration. And about this, she said,
After 3 days, I remembered that inspiration is totally overrated. No, actually, most of the time you just have to learn to rely on discipline. Good old discipline. So that's...
Yeah, it's true I didn't want to pick up the camera in that moment. But 99% of the time, this job is so much more rewarding than anything else I've ever done. And I've worked in international development alongside some of the most giving people in the world. I love sailing, and I love telling a good story. So, picking up the camera interrupts my piece every once in a while. Big whoop. It's not 100% perfect. But this job has allowed me to get pretty damn close, and bonus points to the Pivo pack who are helping keeping these videos going. In the end, sailing might not just be about healing anymore, but also looking forward and telling the stories of how the hell we're redesigning our identities after this tragedy. And, in my opinion, that's pretty freaking awesome. Man, this right here, this is the reward for sailing. This is why we do it. Sun, your skin, cool water, beautiful landscape, just floating and listening to the sounds. I don't know. You sail all this way, you see something you could easily see in a car, but it's that much sweeter because you sailed here. Something about it.